Hello, this is Mike Meyer, creator of the REM Quote Tool. In this session, we are going to talk about the use of the tool for group health comparisons and overall savings calculator. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that we have the correct census in. We're going to go to the Census Data Entry tab and verify. We don't need names. We can put it in if we're making a presentation piece for the employer, otherwise it's not important. This column here has date of birth, and date of birth always trump ages. You'll notice employee number 10 here has a date of birth that makes him 44 years old. It says 27 in the age column, but 44 is in the actual column that matters because that's what's pulled through for the tool's use. And let's go ahead and say that employee number 10 there is actually waiving off coverage. We have a complete census, but we want to have them waived off. If we have an X in this column and there is a check mark up here, then when we put that data in, you'll notice that 44 went away, turned to 0, and you could say maybe number 13 there is also waiving off coverage. So now we're only quoting on 18 employees. Once we have that, we verify the correct state by clicking on anything dark blue. If you click on it, for the most part it turns into a drop-down box. Select the correct state. This is a Nebraska group. Then we come in here and you'll notice right here where it says current plan, that is going to be on the drop down box in the quote tool, and we can add up to 7 plans here. And I've already typed in the data, and you might have multiple carriers that you're quoting and you just don't know where to put all the data from, let's say, the top 2 plans from each carrier that you think you might like to use. You enter it here. This text here, you just type in whatever you type, pulls through to the tool. Make sure the rates are correct, and once that's all in, you're ready to start looking. So we're going to go over to the Quote Tool tab. We're going to verify that the product mix is correct. On here, I'm going to turn off the short-term disability. That's more for a non-benefited group play. So we'll click none there, and I am going to turn on the medical gap product, and I'm going to say 10 and 10 that the employer pays for are going to take the medical gap. On the right side, here's the voluntary product mix, saying 4 and 10 that buy anything are going to be buying critical illness, 3 and 10 accident, and so on and so forth. After that, we're done with this side of the quote tool. So we're going to go ahead and click on this, left click on that big line, collapse it out, and we're going to expand the group calculator. I'm also going to expand the gap plan itself, and we'll get to that in a minute. So what we're saying here is our current plan is that $500 deductible. It's pulled through. The plan we're moving to is going to be, let's go with the plan option 4, which is that $2,500 deductible plan. And you'll notice the calculator has a chart at the bottom that was moving along with us. We have the employer selected to pay for 100% of the employee portion of this product, and we're paying for $2,000 each hospital confinement per insured per event, and then $1,000 or $2,000 for outpatient surgery with a max of $3,000 a year on that particular product. So all of that's in. Then we come over to the far right, and we're going to see what, matter of fact, I'm going to zero this out. I apologize. We're going to zero this out and say the employer is paying for nothing right now. That has a dash in the employer paid column, so now we have a true savings of $21,006 to $16,007. That's a $58,800 savings, or 22.6%. Okay, so once we have that factored in, and then we know that the employer received a 11% renewal this year, then this 11.6 is just the remainder of the 22.6 shown up here. Okay, so now we're going to have the employer use some of that $58,000 of savings to buy a medical bridge product, and he's going to buy it for only the employees. They're going to have to fend for themselves if they want to buy up coverage for their family, and they're okay, because if you notice, the family rate is going from $15.17 to $11.74, just a little over $300 a month savings. So for them to buy an extra, at $80 for the family rate or something like that, they're still saving money. They're okay. So that's showing that $761 a month is going to be paid by the employer for those premiums. He's still saving close to $50,000. And obviously, if we're seeing everybody and they're getting something for free, they're probably pretty happy. You got some yes momentum going. So let's say we get a 50% participation based on the product mix that we set earlier. That's going to be approximately $1,800 a month of premium. And that's going to run through payroll savings. I actually should have changed the FICA. My accountant told me that it's 0.08% in Nebraska, not 0.8. I was just going to say 1. I have the decimal changed right now. I'll change that back. So we have approximately $194 a month in payroll tax savings, and that is going to offset his $761 that he's paying out for those premiums. That brings his overall savings back up to $52,000. So this is a way for him to do a very smart play. He's taking some premiums and putting them into the never going to inflate again column, and ultimately he's not exposing his employees to a whole lot of risk by doing that. That is how you use the payroll tax savings calculator, or the group health comparison and savings calculator. My name is Mike Meyer. I'm the creator of the REM Quote tool, and if you have any suggestions to make this better, products and rates that aren't in for your state, any of that, contact me at mike@remquote.com. I'd be happy to consider it. Thank you.